Howdy y'all, welcome to Nerd Studio. Hey, guess what we got back today? The Canik TP9SA. So if you're not familiar, take a look at this video. I had a trigger problem with this, and I'll just cut in a little clip here of the problem I was having. So if you look here at this video, you can tell I was able to pull the trigger back, then press the safe action blade, and the trigger would not fire. I sent the gun back to Canik, or back to Century Arms. They did repair it and replace it. And so here's how it's working now. That's what it's supposed to do. If you don't get a full grip on that, if you get that blade depressed, that gun should fire. It was not doing it before. They repaired it and sent it back. It now does. I can also say that before I sent it off, the trigger itself felt kind of gritty. It doesn't anymore. It actually feels really, really nice. Now, I haven't shot it since I got it back. Literally, they repaired it, and I came up here to make this video. So, now we can get on to doing some more shooting with it. I'm pretty excited about that. Pretty excited to really give my opinion on my process of learning this gun. Now that it actually will operate the way it was intended. One thing I did want to mention, if you haven't been watching the comment thread here, there were a great number of you who reported that your guns also did this, and there was some concern about how about the return process and all that. Well, look, let me tell you, they got this gun back to me in about the same pace that any firearms manufacturer would out there. So a week and a half, something like that, and the gun's back in my possession, repaired. No questions asked. They did a terrific job. They indicate that they fired test rounds. Everything looks good. Getting in sort of the entry point into that process was a little heavy. Having to create an account, but that's the way their customer service system works, and that's what it required. In the end, they stood behind the gun and fixed it. So that is great news. I think it's great news for Century Arms. It's great news for consumers. My only concern would be that there's a high number of you out there that said that their gun did this as well. That would seem to indicate that they have probably a manufacturing issue to address in regards to the pistol. That being said, they stand behind it with their warranty. So if you got a gun that's doing that, I would return it and have them fix it, because it's, to me, as an item, as a thing that you're going to use to defend your life, all it would take, even for somebody with full, big hands, not my doll hands, hello doll hands, to have that problem would be to be struggling with the gun and trying to pull the trigger from here and not be able to get it down. It's obviously working now that I get the blade down. But even with big hands, if you're struggling with somebody and you're trying to pull the trigger and you can't, that's a safety issue. To me, it would mean that until you get it repaired, you should not carry that gun with the intent of defending your life. And if you ever plan on carrying your gun with the intent of defending your life, I would send the gun back, get it repaired. I would send the gun back and get it repaired, because if you ever sell that gun, you're basically, selling them the problem. So anyway, it was pretty painless, folks. Didn't cost me a dime. Lived without the gun a week and a half. They went, yeah, that doesn't work right. And they fixed it. They stood behind the gun, and that's great, great news. All right, enough of that. Always remember, anyone can shoot. Anyone can shoot and have fun. And you can get your Canik TP9SA repaired if it does the crazy trigger thing, and they'll do it for you. We'll see you next time.